NCRP Productions presents Fantasy Flight's Star Wars RPG, Season 2, Episode 12.
Hello, and welcome to the table of the galaxy far, far away. I'll be your DM tonight, David, and today we are playing Fantasy Flight games, a Star Wars, Edge of Empire, Age of Rebellion, and Force and Destiny as one complete game. Let's meet our players starting from the left.
Hi everybody, this is Josh. I play Locke, the Iridonian Zabrak bounty hunter gadgeteer.
Hey, it's Barry. I am running Grist, the Squib Shadow Sentinel.
Hi, it's Ty. I'm playing Victus. Why does everyone look at me like that?
Where are all your adverbs and adjectives?
Oh, sorry.
Where's your titles?
Sorry, I'm playing Victus Ventala, the mystic Makashi duelist. I apologize. I don't know why I forgot that.
Yeah, it's the alliteration. I wait for that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Jessica, and I'll be playing Jimothy, the Jawa Demolitionist.
There we go.
There
It finally
we go.
comes out.
Yes. Excellent,
First
guys.
estimate.
Oh, hey. So, side note: is everyone caught up on the Bad Batch?
I am.
Yes,
I am.
yes.
No.
And
all right.
we
All right.
can't
No
talk-
talking.
We'll
no
talk
talking.
after. We'll
Oh
talk
my
after.
God.
Okay. So, like we normally do before the beginning of each session, can I have everyone please roll their D12, the white Force dice, and tell me what they got for Force points today?
One light.
One dark.
Too light.
There we go.
No,
There we
stop
go,
that.
Victus.
Shoes, and I got one dark.
Oh, thank goodness. There's Force and almost balance.
And guess what? None of them get flipped.
Yeah, it's weird because people are starting to be better and morally driven.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jimothy.
all of us
Yeah.
are.
Yeah,
We're all
guys.
doing that. We're all
Don't
getting
accuse me of that.
more better
Yeah.
and not dark in any way.
Right, yeah, no one's falling to the dark
Nope,
side.
nope. Absolutely no one in the group is.
Perfect.
Why are you looking at me, Block?
So when we last left our crew, you guys had finished your downtime and have accepted a new mission where you are to escort and keep safe the Solston Galactic Union Marshal, Neum Rika. His current duty is to find the thieves group Pulsar, which he believes are going to the planet Torolis, Torolis, where there is the Galaxian Casino. And they believe there's going to be a big heist because the planet hosts a collection of different syndicates for this area run by the New Galactic Bank. It's considered neutral territory. He believes that this is the time when all of these groups are showing up to have essentially a meeting of the families. You guys had just left your station and are beginning to enter hyperspace as you head out.
So Victus is going to be kind of wrap his finger on the door frame of the cockpit. Hey, Grist, you got a moment?
Yeah.
When you're done entering hyperspace, let's meet in the galley. And I walk away.
Okay.
And I'm going to gather the rest of the party as well.
What are you guys all doing?
Locke is going to be spending time studying the dossier of the members of the thieves group, the Pulsar,
Beautiful.
just to try to learn about their tactics and try to figure out what their approach has been in the past for any crimes that have been attributed to them, to try to get an idea of how they might try to pull this heist.
Okay. Not a problem.
So as you're reading your dossier,
Yeah.
I want to walk into the room, lock, galley, and I walk away.
I'll just shrug, set the data pad down.
The man's truly an orator.
What's funny is because I'm a Makashi duelist, my presence is actually really high, and my charm is I have 3 ranks in it. So I actually am very persuasive when I need to be.
We've just never seen that side of you.
It's the charisma. What are you talking about? When he put his boot to a guy's throat, and was or when he held a man
charisma,
out
right?
over an open, blown out window.
It was all charisma.
Yeah.
I was.
Don't tell me you didn't be like, whew. Did it just get hot in here?
It has nothing to do with it.
My head lecus really do it for you.
Yeah. It's all the lecus.
Who doesn't like a man in bandages?
Yeah.
So, up on the cockpit, Yanari, you have the con. Now, what that means is that you will make sure nothing bad happens. You're not the captain. As captain, though, I need to go down to the galley at this point and be part of a meeting.
He doesn't even look like he's just tapping away on things. Yeah, yes, Captain. Yeah.
Very good. And I'm going to head down to the galley.
As like the door's closing, you just hear the seat swaying. So like, clearly he's moved over to the center seat.
Oh, nice.
And like,
Yeah. That's comfortable.
I could use this.
Yeah, exactly.
Jimothy.
Jimothy is in his nest, kind of hanging out, counting the explosives that we got off of all the guys that we killed.
What's your nest made of? Bombs?
Yes.
Oh God. Yeah, you got.
I gotta know: is your nest located like near the engines, or like?
I
Or is
don't
it in a
know.
bedroom?
It was in one of the
There
cabin
is-
spaces.
there are
I got a
crew
map
bedrooms.
now.
Okay.
Thanks to our GM provided me with a map of our ship. So
Alright.
unfortunately, you people listening won't be able to see this. But
Yeah.
there's a set of rooms along the catwalk to the cockpit, and so I'm not sure if you want to.
No.
Here,
that-
I've
that
got a
does
pen.
not-
Bring it
that
over
does
here. I'll
not
mark
look like a
mine.
good spot. Put it in the biggest, widest spot that's least likely to get shot by laser fire.
Yep.
You don't want to blow off the whole cockpit because of one lucky shot.
So it's got to be like. So I was just in West Virginia, and I'm in the airport. And when you go into the bathroom, there's an inward-facing bathroom. Because there's also outward-facing ones, but it's an inward-facing bathroom. And the first thing I see is a sign that says, "Oh God, what did it say?" It said, "Was it tornado?" Give me one.
Oh
sec,
yeah,
'cause
tornado bunker.
It was tornado bunker, and I'm like, the men's bathroom is a tornado bunker.
Yeah.
And my understanding is because it's not outward facing, so the wind and the glass won't come in, and it's also inside of another set of walls. So that's what I'm assuming for Jimothy is wherever you are is an interior room facing the center of the ship.
He didn't put that much thought into it.
All right. He says, "I'll take this one."
Yeah.
Got it. Understood. Yeah, it's a Jawa thing. It's you make wherever you lay
You burrow,
your
you have
yeah.
a nest. Yeah.
Wherever you lay your hoodie is home. Before you all gather, Locke, while you were reviewing the dossier, are you taking a lot of time, or are you just doing a quick cursory glance?
Oh no,
right
yeah,
now?
I'm investigating. I'm attempting to leverage the true depth of my intellect to try to imagine how these guys might try to pull this thing off. I also do want to have whatever I can pull up on the Casino the Galaxy's in.
Do you have like a cork board with all their
Yeah,
pictures
yeah.
with strings attached?
the crew?
Yeah, exactly. There's like the one dude, the ringleader's a silhouette. You're like, who is he?
I just imagine like Locke sitting there with his hands interlaced and the two fingers like
Yeah.
up against his nose, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So Pulsar,
Detective.
that you know from this investigation, from what the GU has investigated of their records, they've been active for quite a few years. They're well into like 30 years of activity.
Oh.
They are known for being thieves, arms dealers, and traffickers, both of weapons and people. Well, the first one to come up is a human face. This man has like the shaved head. You can see there's a few cuts across his face. Nothing like scarring, but just enough to be like, oh, this gives him character. Athletic build. The name Lance Quasar. And you can see that there is his silhouette is like redded out and shaded. He is currently deceased. Currently deceased.
Of course he is.
You know, in the Star Wars world, Palpatine came back for some reason. So you never know. I mean, if that's the
Darth
level.
Maul.
Actually, I'll throw in that we
back
know a
then.
little bit. Lance Quasar was found dead because he was killed by the GU for for having an odd item which had.
There's
Oh, that's right, which had my oils on it.
your scent mark to it.
My scent mark was on it.
Yep. The device he had was a long-range encrypted communicator. This is technology that is redacted. It was recently found, or wasn't recently, it was found missing, redacted, from the place of redacted. But what we know is that they found it. There was some strange oils that have been attributed to a squib, and ongoing search for said squib are in the process.
Search for that Squib Shadow Sentinel.
Yep. Under that, the next dossier is a Iktochi, which are the bullmen. He looks very tan-skinned. You can see his right horn is broken. His left horn is still full. They come down to that, almost like chin guard.
Yeah, those guys that look like wildebeest.
Yes, yeah. Very much. The name
Alvarez Zol.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wanted for assault and
What's
battery.
going on? What's going on over there?
No, I wrote this down.
I had that one.
He's got some.
We have those too. Yep. I'm getting everything.
Wanted for assault and battery, murder, extortion, and other sunderous crimes.
And currently not deceased.
And currently not deceased.
We'll fix that.
Believed to be in possession of another device of the 4 missing pieces. This one is believed to be some type of redacted. Also was notified that oils may be present, seeing as that this group is known to travel together. Investigations conducted by Solston GU Marshal Niamrika are ongoing. The third individual is a Wigwe. Those are those like pirates you've seen from the
the raisin heads.
yeah, they're the Hondo Anakas.
Yeah, you guys got left out in the sun too long.
Yep. The name Dagron Rux, wanted for theft, larceny, trespassing, breaking and entering, piracy, trafficking of weapons, trafficking of sentience, and murder. Believed to be in possession of redacted, and continuing on, Solston GU Marshal Niamrika, investigation ongoing. And then the final member dossier is a Claudite. Claudites, there is actually no picture for this one. Claudites,
There's your red picture.
for those who'd like to give me a xenology roll.
Yep.
This is a difficulty 2.
Just that?
Just a difficulty 2, yeah. There's no downsides to this.
3 successes.
3 successes, beautiful.
I was not
literally
expecting
nothing.
that at all.
So
One threat.
if you ever share this information with Jimothy, Jimothy, you would know that Claudites are changelings.
Oh, is that the one that's in episode 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, when I was a kid and I saw that scene, I thought the dart like shriveled, like was a
Yeah,
poison,
yes,
and the person
yeah.
just shriveled.
So
'Cause
did
they
I.
never they say later on in a different scene it was a changeling,
Yeah.
but at the time you're like, what is happening?
Yeah, I thought it
that's-
was like a poison. No.
Yeah,
it's-
exactly.
That's their regular form, is that weird like alien shriveled like ET kind of look.
Yeah.
But they are changelings, and when they change, they pretty much assume everything but like the physical capabilities. But for all intents and purposes, they're just a species of mystiques. So they are incredibly hard.
Does that
They-
one have a name?
What's up?
Does that one have a name?
Yes. The name that they are assuming for them is Krisun Deck. They are wanted for alleged theft, identity theft, robbery,
Well, yeah.
impersonating a peace officer,
You don't say.
impersonating a medical professional, impersonating a GU official, impersonating a government official, and then, of course, piracy.
Of course.
Impersonating a royal cleric.
And specifically, the reason why
So-
Niamrika is against this one is because that's who is impersonating.
Exactly.
Yeah. So these guys got some serious tools to pull off a heist.
Went to my house and,
And
had sex with
Grease
my wife.
also has a piece.
Creason also has a redacted, believed to be redacted. But yeah, so these are highly trained thieves. Locke, can you give me? I could say, yeah,
Underworld
I would say
or skullduggery.
I would say Underworld. This is
Or
you're trying to see
computer.
if there is a criminal history that's also
Right.
attached to this, because you were investigating a few other things.
What kind of difficulty we got on that?
This is a due to your. This would be a 2-level difficulty with the blue due to your bounty hunting background.
All right.
You deal with some unsavory souls.
Ugh. Oh my god. So that is a advantage, and that cancels that out. So that's pretty much nothing.
So you also
One
rolled
failure.
Yeah. One failure.
Don't remember.
Oh, wait, so you have 1 net failure?
Yeah.
One net failure, so nothing. You feel like with these names and with the stuff going on, there's something about it. You don't quite put your finger on it, but
I'll mull it over
Yeah.
as
The-
I.
it's hard with the Underworld Enterprise becoming so prominent in the last few cycles because of the fall of the New Republic and the
Things
First
will be
Order.
changing.
You know, people like reputations rise and fall very quickly, so hard to keep track of them all. All right, so that's what you know as you were finishing up your investigation.
All right. So yeah, I will kind of mull that over as I head to the.
Yeah. I knock on Jimothy's door,
What?
and and apparently she's not opening the door, so I say through the door, galley, and I walk away.
I like how it progressively got less words each page.
Right.
Yeah.
Meeting in the galley.
All right,
Galley
so
meeting.
Jimothy
Galley.
walks over to He leaves the room, walks over to the galaxy, and mutters epithets in Jawa-ese the entire way.
All right, so yeah, you guys are in the galley.
You probably wonder why I gathered you all here. No, I'm just kidding.
Son of a bitch, I'm in!
Yeah, exactly. Son of a bitch, I'm in. We're gonna rob Galaxy's End Casino. What they don't realize is that we're working with Pulsar.
You know, the best way to stop a criminal is to be a criminal.
No, so when I enter the galley, beforehand,
Yeah.
I would, if possible, we are connected to the galactic net, pull up a image of Galaxy's End Casino. Doesn't have to be a blueprint, because I'm not a slicer. I don't know anything about getting personal data out from anything. But the equivalent of Google image search of the Marriott. What does this even look like?
Absolutely.
And I want to have that waiting on the little holo res for when everyone starts showing up in the galley.
So you're just looking like a general outdoor, maybe basic floor.
Just something to be familiarized with, mostly just for reference.
Totally. That's an easy search for the HoloWeb. The quick bring up, essentially what you see when you bring up the Galaxy's Edge from the illustrious planet Toloris, run by the New Galactic Bank. What you see looks like this strange, it's kind of taken from a starship coming into land. It looks like the city was built in 6 bulbs around a center bulb. It looks kind of like a rose petal. The centerpiece is this tall spire, multi-layered. I'm trying to think of how I would describe it better. It's essentially a rising spire, quite a few meters in length. It's a large building. From what you can see from different pictures of hey, come and stay at our illustrious casino and resort. The main level is, of course, just a routine hotel with the casino on the 2nd floor. This place is known to host many new up-and-coming galactic sporting events. Pod racing is one of them. Arena fights are another. And new sports are improving every day. They have a zoo collection of wild beasts across the galaxy. And they are just a luxurious point in this otherwise arid and mountainous planet.
So these bulbs, they're like domes with cities underneath?
Yeah, so essentially what you...
And the casino's in one of these bulbs. The casino is not a bulb.
The casino is the center, so it's a bulb,
Right,
6-pack,
like a
kind of
flower.
like a revolver, like a flower. And the centerpiece, all of those bulbs connect to that center spire.
And, so the center one is not a bulb.
The center one is not a bulb. The overall cities, each section has their own minor dome, and then overall there's a large plasma shield.
Is this a hostile environment? Why are they so secluded from the...
Ooh, can you give me... Sorry.
Yelling
This
at
would
my
be
computer.
an outer rim difficulty 2 investigation to know what we know about this planet.
Outer rim, well, you'll see these 2 green. Net 0. It was 1 advantage, 1 threat. Oh, wait. Oh, that was never mind. I thought...
It's worse.
That's worse. Never mind. 1 failure.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but my
doing
brain
things
just blacked that
This,
out.
Investigation.
you just know, this place from the pictures look cool. It's this kind of desert environment, and this is that strange, almost Las Vegas, watering hole. So you don't know why it's inhospitable, but there's
Me
a lot
coming
of
from a very hot planet, I'm thinking that it's just weak species that can't stand the heat.
Probably, it's sunlight. Probably there are a lot of species that don't do well with suns.
Typical.
But yeah, there's probably nothing to be worried about outside of those domes.
Well, then I will just wait until the first of the crew members start showing up.
Wow. Cool thing. Are you buying that? What is that?
And I look over my shoulder as Grist walks in. It's the Galaxy's End.
Well, that's the casino?
That's the casino.
That looks pretty cool. Where are we going in?
You know what? That's part of why I'm gathering you all here. I'm curious about what exactly we are planning on doing. We'll wait till the others arrive, though.
Now, the Suliston is on our ship?
He is flying his own
own
wing.
ship, okay.
You guys are close enough. You can essentially you're caravanning. You can call radio comm him over.
Do you think we should include, damn it.
Niamrika?
Do you think we should include Niamrika in the discussion?
Absolutely. I think we should first discuss amongst ourselves, though.
Good thinking.
We'll call him at the end with what his plan is.
So, best I understand at this point is we are going to find these 3 remaining Pulsar people to get the pieces that each of them have and clear my name.
As I understand it, I think I don't know about getting any pieces. I doubt they'll carry any stolen goods on their persons, but at least capture them.
Okay.
I think is the intent
We're going to capture. Capture, as I've little...
Yeah, no, I wink at you. Yeah. And as I sit there, I sit on... Because there's that round, circular bench with the hollow on the center. I kind of sit there and put my legs up on the hollow table waiting for the other two, and I'm like, yeah, capture. We'll leave the capturing to our bounty hunter and his zappy hands.
And I can't be outdone, so I try and do that, but I know that my feet aren't long enough, so I sit on the table and
Even better.
stretch out.
Putting your feet down.
Start grooming yourself.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I can do that in my own cabin.
Last two people will show up.
Walk in while Victus is going, capture. Yeah, capture.
Kaboom.
Welcome. Have a seat.
So I think at some point we should at least ask if we're supposed to be finding the pieces. And then, of course, the question becomes, are we finding the pieces for the Galactic Union? Are we finding the pieces for another group?
Well, that's an interesting suggestion, Grist. My thought process is, if the opportunity presents itself, we'll make that decision then. But I believe the Black Sun has contracted us for the Galactic Union, and as far as they haven't given us any, unless they've contacted you with any ulterior directions.
No.
Then,
But isn't it? It seems peculiar. I'm not casting aspersions or anything, but it seems peculiar. Yeah, I know. And it seems peculiar that we're working for the group that we're working for, and we're working, let me say it a different way, and we have been tasked by them to work with the Galactic Union, which is basically kind of a police force.
I look around, I'm like, what's your point?
Job's a job.
Yeah. What are you
Yeah,
worried?
right. No, I sure. Yeah. No, it makes sense.
What are you worried about, Grist?
Nothing.
All right. I look to the other two. So, we got to capture these three. We know that they're going to be coming into the casino.
Do we know anything else about them?
No, we don't. I mean,
Do we have pictures?
I don't know. Has anyone looked at the dossiers?
I left it in my bunk actually, but we do have we do have photos, or we just actually
they
have
gave
the
you a
race?
data
Okay.
pad with
Photos of everyone but the Claudite.
We can hook up to the Dark Void too to bring up more of this information. If we wanted
to use a holoweb. So essentially, your ship has essentially a low version of it.
It's dial-up.
It's dial-up.
We can't make calls.
You don't have the actual 5G Wi-Fi
It kills a
network.
droid every time you turn it on.
That's what that sound is. The sound of R2 dying.
Yeah.
No,
There's a whole bunch of fried R2 units in the back.
Go that slow.
Yeah.
Essentially, your ship doesn't have the actual modular piece to get long range, high speed internet. You have enough that you can be like, hey, we can have a database, an archive for general information, but it's not updated unless you land, and it's kind of part of those packages when you land and they refuel and
It's like Apple Music.
Yeah,
You have to hook up to them, and then it repopulates. And
yeah.
I'll be pulling up the dossiers on the.
Oh, good. I'm
computer.
glad you looked that up, Locke.
Yeah.
Leave it to you to be prepared. All right. So, what do we have?
We don't have a picture for this guy. The one that's supposed to be crease and deck.
Oh yeah, so
Claudite.
I'll pull up what we have on the screen, and I'll review basically what I've learned from my investigations, into their
What's
crimes.
What's this? The horned one. What's this guy's name supposed to be?
This Alvarez Zol.
Alvarez. What do you
Yes.
know about him?
Well, he's based on his criminal history, he may actually be the most easily drawn out of the three. The other two are going to present a more difficult problem, I believe.
Now, do they often work as a team, as one group, or do they do their own individual thing?
So that was something else I wanted to look into, was a little bit about their tactics, if they had any known crimes, what was known about how they pulled it off.
Because right now it sounds like Pulsar's a gang of individuals,
Yeah,
Right.
which doesn't make them a gang.
You're right. I apologize. You did ask that, and I did forget it.
They have some different
Okay,
tools.
that's why I let in with it.
Yeah, Alvarez seems to be this, a sort of aggressive, enforcer type, and then Dagron Russ.
He's the muscle.
Yeah, seems
Yeah.
to be the smuggler or the sneaky kind of,
You've been on many heists there, Locke.
No, I haven't.
You
but-
seem to not know an awful lot about the process.
Well, These may not be the first thieves I've gone after.
Oh, all right.
This is the one, though, that's going to really prove to be the most difficult. And I'll point to the one that's
This
just red.
Crescent deck? Is that what I'm reading?
That's supposedly the name.
Supposedly, huh? What is this species? I don't recognize it.
Claudite. Jimothy's... Is Jimothy in here right now?
Yeah, I am.
So, does she say anything? Because Locke will explain if she does.
I can. Claudite is changeling. One body, many faces.
Oof.
Ooh.
Always different.
So if it's always different, how do we know it's
Right.
her, him, it,
Them.
them? How do we know it's them?
That's a good question. Might have to, you and I will have to talk
Timothy?
about that later, I
Yes.
have a thought.
You would know that Claudites, even though they change shape and form, their DNA stays unique to them.
So smell is the same then?
No, everything else changes. It's just
Ah.
their-
Blood.
The blood is their only
We
thing
need to
that
have them
identifies
bleed.
them. Yep. So,
All right.
Alright. Well, so, here's my thought. We think they're gonna rob this casino, right?
Wait, one second. Sorry.
because Locke has his question and I didn't get to answer yet.
Right, because I don't want
'Cause
to
that
lose
way
that
you
again.
can plan.
That's why I was...
Yep.
right.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting.
I'm really into it.
So,
Yeah, no,
the
totally.
Pulsar thieves are notorious from the records you have. It's strange that there's such a diverse group of a small group with such diversity. Most groups are normally like Reedway pirates stick together. There's of course always humans and Twi'leks and interspecies, but it's mostly there's a dominant race and then everyone else kind of joined along. It's very rare that there's a small group of these type of individuals. They're notorious for performing what are known as like showmanship heist. These people, these sentients, target high-profile things such as the Great Ruby Heist from Tatooine, the stealing of a Galactic Union starship on its maiden voyage. They are both willing to be subtle and quick about it, but they also have acts of violence and show. When there was the murdering of a space station over the fact that they were trying to take it and to graffiti a moon with its dropped resources, they did murder the staff for resisting by jettison from airlock.
So what's their goal with all this?
The information from the basic compilation of just the group together, fame and renowned. They do this, it seems that they're guessing, is purely for, hey, they do it because someone dared them to. It's a challenge, and the harder the challenge, the better they can prove it. This is them saying we are the best at what we do. That's Galactic Union's, idea. They haven't yet really incarcerated these people to investigate them.
They attempted to, and they
This
killed
is-
them.
Yeah. This is the psychological evaluation from a distance.
Jimothy can kind of respect that. It's art of a sort, if it, albeit inferior to that of the explosion.
Let's see. Appreciate for the breakdown, Locke.
Not.
Well, I suppose we should call old Nim Ricka, and I know that's not his name. I'm intentionally mispronouncing it.
Perfect.
And see what he has for the plan, but if he doesn't have something, we'll come up with our own. And I want to patch into his A-wing.
Yeah. So your table essentially has been showing the hollow of what you guys do. Is you dial in, it takes a second, then you see a static appear of his face because he's flying. He's kind of turned to, no, wait. So he goes, yes, how can I help you?
No, please, go right ahead.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we had this little moment where we both leaned forward and we're like, yeah. What's the plan?
The plan.
I was gonna say his name, but I'm like,
The plan is that I'll land in the freelance sector. You will land in the Black Sun sector. We will meet and then make our way into the main Galaxy Inn casino, where we will try to discern where the culprits are.
So we gotta act like patrons. Is that the plan?
Yes, that is the plan.
And does the Galactic Union have any authority on this planet?
He you see his face look down. None whatsoever.
So under what authority are we gonna start taking these people down with us?
The authority of the Galactic Union wanting to have galactic authority.
We've done that before.
Yeah.
The plan is to stay low, take them and knock them out, and then take them back for questioning.
The galactic banking is not going to like this.
No.
That is correct. They will take us with extreme prejudice.
So, we're not bringing them in, air quotes come up, alive. We're bringing them in actually alive.
That is the goal, yes.
Okay. And so the first one that you guys found that air quotes didn't make it, you found the thing that has, well, the whole reason why I'm here on it.
Yes.
Are we looking for things like that on these guys?
Yes, the hope is that when we land, we will use your keen sense of smell for yourself to hopefully find a better location of these individuals. My radar is only able to detect in short room range distances.
Did he say you could smell these guys, Grist?
He was suggesting I could smell myself inside of a building the size of a casino.
So
Sure, yeah, I could do that.
understood.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of now staring.
You got anything else for us, Nim?
As a friendly heads up for those who have not been here to this planet before, it is a lawful, lawless planet.
What?
What?
Confusing, I know, but intriguing nonetheless. The planet is run by the new Galactic Bank, a up-and-coming power. As the banking guilds fell during the Galactic Republic, a new power has emerged to help keep the syndicates in line. Each dome is housed by each major current syndicate, such as the Zan Consortium, the Hutts, the Black Sun, the Crimson Dawns, the Pikes, with a freelance one left where I will be parking. This is to help gain new trust, new technologies, and new innovative interactions. Disruption of quote-unquote public order is dealt with by death. We shall act as quickly as possible. We shall take it.
Do you plan on having us grab them in the casino or following them out?
We shall try to find where they are, discern their plan of entrance and robbery, and then ambush them when they least expect it.
So, we're kidnapping.
We're heisting the heisters.
We are, sir, kidnapping is a dirty word. Trafficking of any sentient life form is illegal under GU Law X18838-21 RJ3.
Okay, what are we calling it for this mission?
Tactical detention.
Tactical. Okay, got it.
I like that.
TD, got it. Okay, so we're gonna go in. We're gonna TD these guys and bring them back to you.
It's actually it's strategic tactical detention.
STs.
STD, got it. Okay, so we're gonna go in. We're gonna give these guys an STD and bring them out. And then, are we putting them on your ship in the freelance sector or in our ship in the Black Sun sector?
To be determined
I don't think
upon
anybody has
arrival.
room. He's
Nope.
in a
So that
single-
means we're gonna have
He's
to
in a
carry him.
single A.
Yeah, he's in a
This-
snowfighter.
you like literally see it's hard because like they have the like the full black pupil eyes. He's just kind of like sitting there. You can see the like realization of like, crap, I didn't bring the right ship for this.
So you realize that my ship does not have a brig
Understood.
or a carbonite machine.
I have been provided with manacles.
Will you be providing us with the manacles?
Relinquishing of GU equipment to non-GU personnel is punishable under Article 313 AMT.
So, I know I come from a backwater planet, but back in the day, they used to actually, read us into things if we were asked to do stuff. Can the Galactic Union do that? Like, make us honorary Galactic Unions?
To deputize you.
Yeah, that's a good word.
I am not a high enough ranking official.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you for your time. Are you done?
Yeah, I think so.
Click. All right, I look to the rest of the group. I'm like, all right, so here's my thought, and feel free to make alterations to this. We got to go in. We got to play the part. And I look down at everyone's clothes, and I kind of side-eyed Jimothy a little bit. We got to find new outfits to blend in at a casino, right? Or else we're going to be...
This casino, though, is attached to a Black Sun pod, so wearing Black Sun gear is totally fitting in.
Yeah, but not all of us are wearing Black Sun gear.
Right.
You and I are the only two wearing Black
No,
Sun
I
gear.
am. I have
She
a
has-
robe
she has
with
the-
a
No,
robe.
remember,
Yeah.
I am the only one who specifically has come up with excuses not to.
Never mind. So I'm going to side-eye Grist, not Jimothy. I apologize.
The side eye goes the other way.
Yeah.
Apology accepted.
Yes. So here's my thought. We got to detain these people. We need equipment to detain these people. When we land, Grist
Yep.
and myself will go find him attire.
What?
Locke,
What's
Jimothy,
What's wrong with this?
we need you guys to requisition any kind of stun material, grenades specifically, any kind of other non-lethal measures that we could use to finish our mission satisfactorily.
The harness is normally a perfectly acceptable piece of clothing. I mean, squibs everywhere wear them. They aren't usually this good, but...
Do you think right now that if we walked in a casino, you wouldn't stand out?
Both went, look.
You mean as a squib?
No, as a man wearing a harness.
I don't know. I haven't been into a casino recently. Maybe? Are you saying I would?
I'd notice you.
So, what are we looking at getting me?
Just a nice black sun suit, fitting of a captain, if you will.
Oh,
I'd spin it like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in.
All right.
I'm ready.
Perfect. When we land on planet, you and I will go do that, and we'll send the 2 weapons experts to go get our weapons.
All right. So as you guys, is there anything you want to do while you travel? There's a bit of time.
I mean, that's the main thing.
Training,
Training. Yeah.
because that's how we,
Yep.
level up.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, so actually there is one thing. So I want to, when these 2 leave, like I'm not sure if they are like,
Which do you leave?
sorry, when Locke and Jimothy leave,
Got
I want
it.
to pull Grist aside. And like I mentioned something earlier, I want to further upon that. There's a discussion how we're supposed to recognize them.
Yeah. I mean, in all fairness, I got to tell you, I don't think I'm gonna be able to smell myself on them at a distance.
I'm not super concerned about you smelling. You see, you have a certain ability, and this ability, you know what I'm talking about. You don't have to say it. I can sense it.
I have a quizzical look, and I'm not faking it.
Yeah. I know about it. Let's just leave it there for now.
Still quizzical.
But I also know that its potential could be, useful for us. So, just remember that down there. And I walk away.
Okay, and I still look completely confused. Got it. And I'm going to just kind of bewildered walk back up to the cockpit. I'm thinking about it the whole way.
A true master of the Force.
Keep things as vague as possible when you can't be proven wrong.
Yeah. I see danger
Yeah.
ahead. How close is ahead?
Yeah.
It's there.
It might come up later. Be ready. What? I need more details. No.
Beautiful. All right. So essentially, as you guys gather, your ship passes through, rather uneventful. As you exit hyperspace, vroom, coming over this planet, you can see this nice brown planet full of mountainous topography. You guys are beginning to head in. Are you currently piloting?
Yes, I am.
All right, Grist. I need you to give me.
Shipwide. Hey guys, we are getting ready to land.
I need a piloting space
I buckle up.
with 3 difficulty and 1 blue, as you have a fellow astrogator to help lead you in to landing.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, hang on a second. I did forget to add 3 difficulty. Add 1 black as well. I apologize.
All right, so I have 4 advantages, 0 successes.
All right.
Net neutral.
Well, yeah, neutral with but you did it well. You neutraled well.
All right, I'm not really sure where I'm going to have to land, and they don't really have the things marked. Hey, tower, which one's us? On Black Sun?
As you say that, kind of coming in, you're like, well, it's not 2, and all of a sudden, as there is heavy storms kicking up, your entry into atmosphere is high. As you kind of break, stratosphere going into low atmo, there's large dust storms, large tornadoes of dust, just blowing around as you're trying to weave through it. Your navigator's quick, turn this way. You're
Yanari, you can see in this? Because I can't see anything.
Essentially, you're not flying well, but your advantage is that you're just so innately good at riding windstorms that your ship's pulling these weird pulls as you get spun and slung around. Essentially, after a few minutes of hard turbulence for your entire crew, it levels out and it clears up. You can see this beautiful blue shield glow against this dark, dusty background.
This is your captain. I'll let you know that the turbulence, I believe, are over, and we are coming in for a landing. I got to figure out where the hell we're going. But shit, this is still on.
Your navigator gives you some landing coordinates. You're in the Black Sun sector. you can see that like the shield seems to like ripple periodically, and it's essentially as dust and stone is being blown across it, it's like being destroyed, so it gives this almost watery effect.
So the shield is not necessarily holding up to the atmosphere of the planet, then.
It's
The weather, the whatever you want to call it.
I think it is. I think he's just saying that it's constantly being damaged.
It's constantly being
Interesting.
damaged and regenerated. So essentially this planet is very inhospitable. It's very dangerous. Just the sheer wind and dust is enough to like kill you in a very bad sandstorm. This shield is what's keeping this oasis safe.
It reminds me of home.
As you pull in and you can see over your sections, each little pod of our syndicate zone has turrets along the wall, like anti-air and ground turrets. You can see some facing up, some facing down. They're walled off with different material, but all kind of painted in this nice white, a very like stark contrast against this brownish red kind of background. These are very large cities. There's different height buildings made of different architecture. As you land in your little spaceport, you hear the comm over from your ship. This is docking crew. You're landing in docking bay 3. Make sure you have credits ready for docking.
Very good. This is the Calcori, Captain Grist speaking. We will take the coordinates and land there.
You are advised that the docking fee is 300 credits.
Hey guys, go back on. Well, the docking fee is 300 credits. I don't remember getting any money.
Well,
Don't we have
it
a
sounds
ship?
like that's a good fee for the captain.
Hello?
Wait, don't we have a ship fund? Oh, did we? No. Oh, I mean, confused German noises.
All right, well, I'll figure this out.
Put it on your
It's-
expense
It's
report.
the captain's thing. I
mean,
guess
you
I
could
gotta
try. You could
kinda do
try.
this. Oh. Why I'm
Support
stuck with
Grist,
doing it.
we're
but
We were
that's
sent to
fine.
buy guns. You just got to pay the docking fees.
Yeah.
We're doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
So essentially you land no problem. You can see like two metallic droids come out with blaster rifles and like grenade pack strapped to them. This appears to be some type of security. As you guys like disembark,
Are you guys the ones that get the money?
they just sit there and you see a like stand there like not acknowledging you, and then essentially what comes out is this.
Do you guys got a hole or something I
This
gotta put it in?
old man with like this white beard, just very human, normal appearance. Yep, docking fee, sir.
Oh, not into them. I'm pulling the credit that I'm trying to shove into a hole in one of the
You're
droids
just like
out.
putting it in like it's a little like rib cage
Right.
socket. Like
You're like sliding.
Yep.
that's a
It
USB
doesn't seem to be
port.
working. Yes, as the captain, I will be paying the docking fee. And I kind of side look at Victus and smile.
Yep. All right. Do you have any idea how long your stay will be?
2 weeks?
Understood. Well, your ship's safe here with us. Have a good stay.
Us being all Black Sun, I mean, we're in a Black Sun space, right?
No,
Oh.
we're in Black Sun Syndicate sector.
Uh-huh.
This is all run by the New Galactic Bank.
Oh. Okay.
We're paying our taxes, so thank you for contributing to help keep the Black Sun here.
Okay. All right, good. Yeah.
I'm walking down the ramp and I see the end of this exchange. I'm just like, all good?
Yeah, nope, all good.
All right, let's go get you some duds.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I hail a speeder.
All right. What about the rest of you, Locke, Jimothy?
Well, let's see. Jimothy has never had to hold back with the bombs before, so he's going to have to requisition some concussion grenades.
Oh, okay.
Those are restricted, though, according to the book, so I don't know if that means they're harder to find.
They are so restricted for people who are learning to play. Means it is harder to find. There is a difficulty roll for it.
Okay.
Here is the fun part. Are you going to inquire about where to find such items, or are you just going to go look naturally?
I'd probably go look naturally, because inquiring
Okay.
about, hey, where do I find the illegal bombs, is
What?
going to get some
we're in
eyes looking
Syndicate.
at
I
us.
will inquire. None of my weapons are restricted, so
La-di-da.
Well, and,
So
and you're a
Locke-
Jawa, so asking where something is and,
Oh, yeah.
and suggesting that you don't know where it is, of course, is like a guy driving without a map.
So, Locke, are you going to inquire about
So
any
yeah,
type
so
of extra
once we land,
Yeah.
and-
Not everyone's left. You're still in the docking area.
so I would. This is how I envision it. But Locke and Jimothy are going shopping together. We're not splitting up, right? You two are staying together.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna stick together.
Splitting
So-
it into two groups
so-
of two. Got it.
Never
So-
split the party.
In other words, before we go out, Locke will say to Jimothy, let's see if we can get some lead on some good weapons dealers in town, and maybe they'll know more about the less available
You.
stuff. So I will ask the
Dockhand.
the dockhand, yeah, like, hey, anywhere around here you can buy a good blaster or something?
Any place to go to buy. You know where you're at, son. You're at the banking guild galactic pretty much intersection. We got so many different crime syndicates. What brand, I guess, would be the
That's what I was
start?
hoping you would say. I'm actually looking for Zerka arms equipment, primarily stuff along their non-lethal line.
Yeah. Essentially, he'll recommend you. Do you want to shop here? Do you want to shop different areas?
Okay, so our options are pretty.
He recommends, essentially, Black Sun deals with a lot more heavy firepower. Huts tend to deal with poisons. Sand
man.
Consortium
Okay.
is
This
with
is gonna be good.
new technology. Pikes are dealing with any type
lots
of
of
drugs and medicals, as well as stun. Freelance sector is a mix of everything. So if you're looking for good places, he recommends freelance. Because essentially that's everyone who bought from everyone else. There is no crime for buying buying someone's equipment and then selling it as your own.
And then
So you'll pay more is the only downside.
Yeah. Welcome to smuggling. That's
Cool.
now acceptable.
And so
a
it's
swap meet.
there's just open carry here for everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As you can see, besides the droids are armed, this man has a big old carbine across his chest. He's like, it is actually encouraged for you to be well armed. Understand that, seeing as it sounds like it's your first time here, any disruption to the banking guild is dealt with harshly. So I need you to understand, if you ever get into bar fights, misunderstandings, gentlemen's duels, make sure you're the last one standing, because the banking guild considers that problem resolved.
Say no more. Come along, Jimothy. We have some shopping to do.
Alrighty.
So,
I want to mention just that I'm bringing my heavy blaster rifle, and then I got my slug thrower in my bag.
beautiful. Thank you for the heads up. It's the blaster rifle has the modification, right?
Yeah, that's my main gun.
Jimothy, real fast for you to try to find the type of weapon, you are going to be rolling a negotiation check. It is restricted, so you're going to be rolling a. Let me see if I actually have it on here so I can figure out the better one for it. Oh, you're looking for a concussive grenade, not a stun grenade, correct?
Yeah. I mean, I are there stun grenades? I couldn't find
There
them in the
is
book.
actually stun grenades.
Oh, that would probably be the best one then. Because concussives can still kill you.
Yes, the concussives are a bit stronger. Would you like concussive versus stun? Stun's more for droid and electronics.
Well, these guys are not droids, so I need
There
something
could be.
that...
You never know.
Okay.
Maybe they're all just robots wearing skins of droids. It's Inception. If you're looking for just basic stun, give me a negotiation 4 difficulty. If you're looking for concussion, it is going to be difficulty 4 with 2 blacks.
Oh, goodness. Okay, now, since I'm a Jawa, I can use my cunning instead of my presence for negotiations.
Love it.
Which is good, because my presence is very, low.
If you're going to try shopping in the Black Sun sector first, you can add a blue, because you're pretty much wearing equipment, being like, hey man, you can trust me.
Okay, I have 2 successes, but 2 strain.
Understood. So strain will take your strain damage. And then that was for the concussive grenade?
Yeah, it was for the easier one.
Oh, the
which
stun
was the
grenade.
stun grenades.
Yep. You find a shop, you can easily find stun grenades. They're being sold for the low price of 100 credits.
Okay, well,
That is for 1 grenade.
yeah, 1 grenade. I think I'll buy 5 of them. 5
Okay.
of them then.
What do you use to throw in this game? What skill?
Throwing is ranged light.
Oh, cool.
Okay, and then for the other one, you said it was difficulty 5?
Difficulty 4 with 2 black.
Oh, with 2 black. Let's see how I can do. I have a net 0, actually. I completely tapped out.
Everything wiped.
Everything wiped itself, yeah. Alright.
The stun grenade is ranged light, damage 8, no critical, encumbrance 1, and it has disorient 3. It has stun damage, it has blast 8, and limited ammo of 1.
I will sadly have to leave some of my frag grenades behind in order to carry all of these stun grenades. So.
Are you just leaving them at the ship, or are you just leaving them behind in the shop as like a trade?
Oh, no. I'd have to leave them at the ship. I'm not going to give my babies away.
Understood. Locke, are you looking to buy anything in particular?
So yeah, Locke has some experience with using some of these non-lethal options over the course of his career. Although he didn't have any on hand at the time, he's quite familiar with them. There's 3 things that I'm in particular looking for. So one is called a Subduer 9 Riot Blaster. That's a weapon I've used before. It's sort of like a stun damage crowd control weapon, and it's a rarity 5. So the same thing I'm looking for Grist is a grapnel harpoon launcher. It's a light ensnare 3 weapon. It's 450 credits and a rarity of 5 as well. And the third thing that I'm looking for Victus is a Zerka Peacekeeper stun baton. It's a rarity 3 and it's a 500 credit weapon. So none of the things I'm looking for are higher than a rarity 5.
Then you would do a 4 difficulty. You would get to add 1 blue for being in a Black Sun sector for anyone that you are buying with that. And then essentially the rarity is their difficulty challenge.
Even though they're not restricted.
It's just how far. And then you get a blue because none of them are rare. You get a blue because essentially this place wants to sell firearms.
Cool. Well, this is presence, and that's my only choice here is presence negotiation. Mm-hmm. Is that like maybe I'll ask Jimothy to look around for me. Here's what I'm looking for.
All right. What do we got? Should I make negotiation again?
Yeah.
Or?
Just give me a quick negotiation. We'll cap it out at 5. Actually, no. We'll bust it down to 4, middle between them, and then add 2 blues to it because he's just trying to find general weapons.
Okay, so it's a 4 difficulty.
Yep. So 4 difficulty being the 4 purple.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Just making
Cool.
sure.
The D8s.
I have 1 presence and no negotiation. I'm not a very, very good shopping buddy. So
But you can intimidate them.
well,
Yeah,
I
you
can get us a good deal.
See, my goal is just to confuse by jabbering away and being so annoying that they'll agree to give me anything, so I go away. I succeeded, but it took a lot of think, so I got some more strain.
Yeah, so you guys are pretty much spending this first couple of hours shopping, going to different places. Essentially, like, you're just following this Jawa lock who's, like, doing, like,
Yeah. I don't even understand what he's saying, and he's just
like, periodically you can hear basic words. It's like, blaster, boom, boom, untini! And like, oh, yeah. Just, like, essentially, like, these people are like, oh my god, like, I'm just getting tired of this. To understand this kind of locale, besides that there's numerous buildings, there's actually a, like, stone road, but there's just so much kind of, like, dust from natural people walking over it. It almost feels kind of like it's dirt or sand.
Yeah.
There is a multitude of species. Everything seems to be represented here.
We do want to keep an eye out for those particular, 2 races that we know, which was the horned guy and the
Tochi and the
Weequay. So yeah, Locke is going to basically be following Jimothy, just really appreciating how Jimothy seems like he's really in his element here, but instead of paying very close attention to exactly what he's saying and doing, I'm just following along and keeping an eye over the crowd to just kind of scan and make sure that nobody fits our target.
Yeah. No, this seems like a busy market. There's that, you hear music playing, you hear that dun dun to music from different areas, the sounds of speeders flying overhead. It's just a very active.
I was just saying, it's so hard not to do sound effects as it just I had to hold my tongue from going.
No, that's what it is.
As the speeders went over, I was like,
yeah,
stop it.
There's so many different species. You hear wompa winged, there's just
it's
different
so
sound.
burned into my frontal cortex. That
Star Wars is a core memory.
it is.
Yeah.
It's a core memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah. So you guys are going to be shopping. You don't seem to see anything that matches those descriptions yet. Let's go back to our other people. So, Victus and Grist, where are you heading out to?
So, we are on our way to basically just a clothing store to get an outfit preferably something black, a black suit for Grist to wear, and if possible, put the Black Sun logo on it somewhere, maybe on like shoulder epaulets or something like that. If they'll do that, I know we're in the Black Sun section, but I don't know if they're like, oh yeah, of course we have this emblem ready for you. But something appropriate for him to wear, so he doesn't look like he just got out of the gym and is walking into a casino.
Totally.
And we're like in the speeder together right now.
Absolutely. General clothing is pretty easy to find.
We're gonna have a montage of him trying on other outfits.
Yeah.
Girls just wanna have fun.
And the Black Sun do have things. It's just because you're in part of the what I would call the enforcer section. They tend to have the emblems, but there are like family and non-combatants who are like researchers and stuff.
We're in luck then.
So they will have things like black clothing, that certain design and art styles that are just generic of like, hey, like we appreciate the gang, but we're not part of the gang.
Sure. So at the first place we go to and we find an outfit that matches like his measurements, I'm gonna just grab it and like throw it at him and like put this on.
Okay.
Yep. So this one's just like a generic robe. Just imagine like when everyone thinks of dark Sith robes, it's just that black. It's very
kind
bland.
of look like a Jawa.
Damn, you're right. No, I take it off you.
I wish I were there.
Can't have that.
Yeah. Next one is what looks like. Have you seen those like sleeveless vest?
Oh yeah.
It's that black button-up sleeveless vest with like a little bit of a silver trim around the neck. And then a pair of like knee-high short like parachute pants.
I mean, it leaves room for your fur, I guess.
Yeah, it does.
How's it feel around the midsection? Comfortable?
Well, yeah, that's okay.
We'll take it.
All right.
Can you put the Black Sun logo on there?
Essentially, like you're looking at like those Gans, the 3 eyes.
Yeah.
Or not Gans, the Gons, sorry. And they're like, no wobble with it. As he's just like,
Yeah.
No. I sell colors. I do not sell the uniform.
Yeah, but we just need the logo. You can't do any. You don't do stitching here.
He kind of like looks his like one eye looks left, one eye looks right. Center one keeps an eye on you. 1,000 credits.
1,000. What? This is a steal. 1,000 for stitching.
It's not just the stitching. It's what that seal represents.
Yeah, and I motion to the fact that I have it on me. I'm aware of what it represents. I don't
know it's worth 1,000 credits minimum.
Fuck it. Shake my head. Come on, Grist. This is ridiculous.
Oh, okay. Are we taking the suit?
Yeah, we're taking the suit.
All right.
Oh, you're gonna steal from the Black Sun?
No. What's the suit there, Mr. Expensive Brands?
Well, now with that attitude, 900 credits.
And it would have been 1,000 to have the thing on it.
Yeah.
It's 1,000 to get a stitching. Essentially, this thing was a $300 shirt. And he's like,
which alone is insane.
All right, so I remember it being 300 when we watched. What is going on here? Are you a business? I'm going to try and do my negotiation. Are you a business? Do you want to sell stuff? I mean, we're part of the Black Sun. I mean, you're insulting Commander Talon if you're insulting me, right?
I will.
Commander Talon. You're insulting Commander Talon if you're insulting me.
This will be a negotiation challenge. This is a 2 difficulty, 1 challenge dice.
That's the black?
So that's red dice.
So one of the 2 is red.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then because you're arguing not Victus, you don't get the blue because you don't have Black Sun gear on you. You just have boots.
Literally net 0.
What is with the dice this session?
Such a crazy night so far.
Essentially, he's not buying it. He's like, it's
All right.
$900. It's 900 credits, and you'll be accepting of that.
I'm going to try to smooth things over with the man. So I'm going to, flip back my Lekus a little bit. All right.
Put on the charm.
We got off to the wrong start. I apologize. We just got back from a rather large mission, and I'm a little tense. We're just trying to get our work done here, and so we can be on our way. And the last thing I need is to create any kind of ruffles here. I think we should kind of start over here. My name's Victus. This is Grist.
Hi.
Just like to buy this and be on our way, and we won't have to deal with each other again. And I'm going to try to do a charm test.
Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect. So this charm, it'll be your charm test. It is a 2 purple, 1 red challenge. You do get to add a blue because you are a Black Sun.
So it is 2 red and a purple.
Sorry. 2 purple and a red. Thank you for the clarification. I deeply apologize.
No. I think I might have misheard you anyways. All right. Let's do this. Come on, baby. Yeah. All right, so...
Well, it's going to succeed, thank God.
Yeah, so in total, 3 success, 2 threat. So I got 2 stress from it, but I succeeded by 3.
Okay. Not a problem. He kind of like stops and looks and he's like, No wonga way, baby.
Yeah, no wonga. No wonga.
Yeah, no wonga. As he's like saying, he's like, I get it. Everyone's always a little space rag. We'll go with the 300 credits, and as a good term of business, here's some boot polish. Gets a little dusty out there, so
Appreciate it. And I put the 300 credits on the table, and I walk out with Grist.
all right, Grist, you have essentially like a small child sailor's outfit.
Little sideways hat.
It doesn't have the hat. It's that little.
But
like,
it's black. It's not white and blue, right?
Yeah, but it's black and silver, which
Yeah.
instead of white and blue.
You look adorable.
You got this.
Is that what we're going for?
Just kidding. After that, we'll go to the casino to meet up with the rest of the
You're absolutely certain this was necessary?
Yeah, we'll find out.
All right. So you.
What?
Are you guys? You said you're heading to the casino.
Were we meeting up at the casino or back at the ship?
I was told.
Did
I said.
Did we designate?
Casino.
Okay. If we designate it, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause, having found what I was after, I might want to drop off some stuff at the ship. Is all, but I could do that.
What are your guys' plans? To drop stuff off the ship and then meet at the casino, or you guys would have discussed this? You wouldn't have just.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought we mentioned that when I discussed us splitting up at the first pace,
Okay.
but maybe I didn't.
I just want to make sure I'm on the same page. So yeah. So you'll essentially all do your shopping, get essentially prepped, and then start at the casino. All right. As you guys are all into making your own way there, whether by traveling by foot or by speeder, as you guys are moving through your section over to the central Galactic Bank, the new Galactic Bank, you can see that there's this kind of like nice archway encased in gold. There's this like tube that there's multiple different highway up in the air, like the speeder highway, and then underneath it a monorail train power lining back and forth between it. You see that looking left and right, this happens for each of the bulbs, keeping this main one safe. As you guys pull in, this is like welcome to Jurassic Park. As you come in, as like the lights and beams overhead cast shadows, you come out to this grand spire made of smaller little spires. Think of like the Disneyland Kingdom Castle leading up to the huge large place. On the main floor of the ground, you can see that there's grass, there's water. This is a very big flower garden. It's very enticing with main rows from each of the 6 areas leading up to the tower. As you guys come in, you can see that there's different sections of people in line trying to get in. Your shuttles are going to pull up to the front, and essentially you're going to wait a few minutes as you can just see the grandeur of this place, the light coming in reflecting this golden hue against back out to the city. This tower is as ostentatious as can be. So as you guys wait, you ultimately make it to the front. You can see that there is what looks like some very well designed, supple looking droid. Oh, I apologize for the delay. How can I help you, guest?
Who are they talking to?
As you guys kind of approach this main section.
So we're all together now.
Yes, essentially that's how I would have gotten you guys here.
Before we would have gotten there, are we waiting for...
I figured we were waiting for him.
Okay. Well, I mean, should we... I don't want to step out of line and get back in line.
If he's not here yet...
Maybe we just wait inside for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to flip a black token.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Love it. Why are you guys always upset when I do this?
Why wouldn't we be?
I don't know.
Not very a
It
good
does
thing.
not bode well for us, that's why.
You guys hear doodly-doo, doodly-doo, coming over from your communication devices. Does anyone answer?
I would answer.
As you answer, you see the face of Niam Rika as he's and you can see that there seems to be some blue coming from his face. I am currently engaged in activities that are disruptive to the banking guild. I'm requesting assistance in the freelance sector. As you hear blaster fire going off immediately.
Hey, guys, this isn't good. Let me replay it for you.
Let's go.
But he's asking for assistance from the banking guild.
He says no. It's disruptive to the. It's legal jargon. We gotta go.
Okay. Sorry, ma'am. We'll be back. Can you save our space in line?
That is impossible. But thank you for your stay. Bye now. As she the droid waves to you as you leave.
Yeah, I'm running.
Yeah.
All right, I'll catch up.
What about the rest of you guys? You all follow?
I'll follow, yeah.
All right.
Carrying this pack of weapons.
Yeah.
There
With my
are
grenades.
speeder bikes. There's
It's
pretty much.
the Deadpool scene. You're running with the knapsack.
Are you guys gonna just hand run, hop in the trail, take some speeders to steal some speeder bikes? What's your plan to get?
Oh, I thought we were gonna grab a
a cab. You can hail cabs.
I feel like
Yep.
if we steal a speeder, it's gonna make an incident within an incident.
Right. No, get a cab.
I look at the other. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think.
How far away are we?
Not a captain. Just we're getting a cab.
Essentially, you're in the center area. You're somewhere in the freelance sector. There's a crime.
So effectively, the way it was described to me, we're here, and it's on the other side completely of the main spire.
Well, the main spire is the center. Think of like
That's what I'm
plaza.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's its own dome.
It's its own.
Right. But what I'm saying is we're just outside of our spot, which is them. And it's the freelance is on the opposite end of us.
There is a Thorian taxi that you guys kind of piled
Not the
into.
Thorians. Fuck. All right, go.
Is it aerial?
Yeah, it's that it takes up.
Speeder.
Yeah.
To the freelance sector and step on it.
Understood. As it like clicks and like. Are you guys gonna try and press upon him? And
Yeah. So if it's possible, could you go a little faster? I mean, it's kind of important to get there. It is disruptive to the. What did he say? He said the
Banking Guild.
Okay, not the Galactic Union. Okay, it's disruptive to the banking guild, which means your job.
Because the Thorians all talking that like.
Right, and they need a translator on their guilds.
Yeah, the big old guild translators. He's like, all things in due time.
No. Due time is not going to work. Now time.
I want to subtly force push his pedal. Just not enough to like create an accident, but just
not a Rancor amount.
Correct, not a Rancor amount.
All right. Yeah,
About a quarter of a Rancor.
As he's like showing like
Put the pedal to the Rancor.
His eyes looking to the side. Imagine Grist is the front, and the three of you are in the back, like readying your guns. And he's just like, okay, like whoa.
Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, keep it at this speed.
And I'm gonna look to my two compatriots who are sitting in the back with me and like, how'd it go?
Roll me that force dice.
Oh yeah.
Because I want to remember what you're using. You are using a force power.
Perfect.
One light side point.
Yay!
Very well, actually. Jimothy's quite good at finding what we need in this town.
What's the haul?
I'm going to sit
I'll,
up in the thing and turn around so I can listen to what's going on.
I'll
over
open
the
my
back of the
shopping
seat.
bag and I'll pull out the Zerka Peacekeeper stun baton. This thing isn't just like a stun baton, like what you would picture. It's an actual long, heavy piece of metal.
Whoa.
It's got like two hand guards where you would hold it on either side.
Yeah,
Right.
It's pretty much like a staff.
Whoa.
Yeah, it is a staff.
Yeah.
It does disorient 2 and stun 3, so you get some options for.
Oh.
Yeah.
It actually will hurt them, so be careful. You can kill them with this thing.
That's for me?
No.
Slides
But
it
for
over.
you, I
You
did
hand
get
it to
you.
me?
Yeah.
Oh,
so I
cool.
hand it to Victus. Right. Hand it to the front seat of the cab.
No, he's in back with you. That's
oh.
why I
thought he
reached
was
over
You're
there.
just kind of
You're
like
in the front,
passing
you're
this
looking
like
over the shoulder.
pretty
Okay.
much thing the size of like a stop sign over. He's like, here you go.
So for you, Grist,
Yeah.
I'll pull out the harpoon grapple gun.
Can I see the stats?
Right. Yeah.
So wait a minute, I get the noisy cricket?
Yeah. Oh, it's a big gun. It's not a noisy cricket. You have
So-
the noisy toad.
2 modes of fire on this thing.
Uh-huh.
You flip this switch to this spot, and it'll shoot out a magnetic grapple, like a harpoon, sort of like a bola. Will ensnare, aim for the legs, and it'll ensnare, stop or trip whatever's coming at you.
Okay.
Now the second mode, you flip it to this part, this dial here, and it shoots a grapple. Once you connect that grapple, you can either pull yourself to it, or you can pull what it connects to you. So it can really help you get out of a tight situation, or get up a high ledge, something like that. Close the distance really quickly when you need to.
And you just push this button here?
Just this one right here. Just
All right.
flip that switch up,
Okay.
and then pull the trigger. Yep.
Okay. And you called it a what?
It's a harpoon grapple gun.
God, pretty obvious. I like that.
And then I'm holding this really heavy, like awkward looking, sort of like, riot blaster. That like it looks a little bit cumbersome. And so here's the grapple gun.
As I'm inspecting this, I kind of twist its half. I'm looking at it. And I kind of bounce it on my knee a little bit.
Grapnel harpoon launcher. Maybe I did that backwards.
And I take out 400 credits and I'm like, here, how much does this cost?
Oh, let's see. The piece, 500 each.
Oh, 500? Got it.
500, and the grapple was 450.
I give you 500 credits.
Cool.
Appreciate you doing this, Luck.
My pleasure.
It's kind of cool. So what did Jimothy get?
Jimothy is practically vibrating in his seat with excitement as he shows everyone the stun grenades that he got.
You just got more grenades?
How many?
Just 5.
What's the profile on a stun grenade?
I mean, how
Blast
far
8.
can they...
Oh.
Blast 8.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a blast 8.
Yeah, blast 8, disorient 3, stun.
What's the difference between what does disorient do compared to stun? I can look it up.
I got you right here. Disorient is when triggered, target is disoriented number of rounds equal to rating.
Oh, okay.
Which that doesn't really help at all.
So
Well, I mean, if you
Well,
spend
it's
two,
three
if you
rounds.
spend
I
two
mean, that's
advantage,
pretty
you
good.
trigger disorient.
Yeah.
For me, it's disoriented for 2 rounds.
right, so sort of the way that Locke's strategy, and he'll explain this, but they're not all like, you know, the ultimate stun weapons. I have the ultimate stun weapon, but what you guys have is you guys have a way to hold them down until I can get over to them. Whether you trip them, whether you stun them, whether you disorient them. Then what I have is it has an actual stun setting, so I can do 9 stun. With this thing.
What
10
is that?
stun.
What gun is that?
The Subduer 9 riot blaster.
Subduer.
Did you buy this just now?
Yeah.
So is this like your new baby?
Yeah.
He pretty much
So, like-
bought what is it? Because the Subduer 9
Yeah.
is from
Let's see, who makes this one?
I forget the brand.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
mention
he
it
pretty
on
much
this one.
bought like a prison riot gun.
So it's blast 6 stun damage. So I could just flip the setting to stun damage, and it just does stun damage instead of regular damage.
That's pretty much a
Because
shotgun
it,
for stun.
So, yeah.
Disorient in particular adds a setback or the black dice to all skill checks.
Oh, so it doesn't keep them from acting.
No, it just makes it harder for them to act.
Got it.
Stun actually lowers their strength.
Yours, you have to get 3 hits to do the stun, right? Because it's stun 3. That's how that works, right? And you
Oh,
have
no,
to
no,
get 2
no.
hits to
I
do
need
the disorient.
4 crits, or I need 4 advantage to activate its crit. Oh, no, sorry. That's 2 crit. To activate its disorient, I just need to spend 2 advantage to activate any single ability on your weapon.
Okay, so
Once you activate it, it does disorient. too.
Okay, so the value of 3 stun is what it does in addition to what you hit. Gotcha. Okay.
Only if I spend 2 advantage.
So we just
though.
need 2 advantage to. Yeah.
And it activates all. It triggers all abilities on the weapon.
Yeah. Cool. Oh wow. Cool. So you disorient and stun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even cooler. Okay.
Dig it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Cool.
So as you're handing out weapons, the Ithorian's kind of confused why his engine isn't working the way he wants, but he's flying you to the sector. How are you guys hoping to find Neum Rika?
You're good with computers, right? Mm-hmm. Can you figure out where he called from?
I can try.
From his signal?
Sure.
I can help.
Yeah.
I'll just lean over the seat here and push that one there.
Yep. Give me
And then
a
check.
computer check.
So if you use the fine tuner, it'll work better.
Difficulty 2. Grist, you're assisting, it looks like.
Mhm.
So you guys can use the compilation of your computer skill and your characteristic that go with it, whichever one has the higher.
So I give a total of 3. Are you just 2?
Yeah, I'm just 2.
So you can add another green.
Okay, I succeed, and my threat balances out.
Ooh,
2
beautiful.
Nice.
successes.
So as your ship's coming in, you're kind of compiling the data, and Grist is giving you these little. He's like, "No, press that button. No, you gotta exit out of the ad blocker. Go through this."
Are you sure he wasn't a setback die?
But there's
Yeah.
but there's hot Trandoshans in my area.
hot shingles in my area. Essentially, you can find out where his last ping is, and you're like, okay, he can't be that far if he's on the run. He's probably not fleeing in a straight line. He's not actually that far from you. As you tell the Authority, are you guys going to want him to go fly over, or have him drop you off and then?
At the spot.
Okay. You just hear him going that whoop whoop as he's like, I don't know, I don't like getting into trouble with the banking guild.
That's the whole reason that you're going there, is so that we're not going to get people in trouble. We're going there to help.
Association is death by banking guild.
All right,
You're
can you
gonna
drop us off a
have
block?
to sweeten the honey.
Over there,
pot,
over
you
there.
know
Just drop us off
what
over
I
there. We're close
mean.
enough.
Okay, as he just opens the door, get out as it's still flying
Are we over the spot where the signal came from?
Nope.
No, I told him a block away.
Yeah, he told him a block away. He's like, I'm not getting anywhere near this.
All right,
unless
I'm
you
gonna
wanna pay."
I'm gonna just light up the subduer cannon, just we're not gonna subdue him while he's driving us,
exactly.
but
So the door is open.
Yeah, the door is open as he's hovering. He's
Is there something? Because I
There's
have
buil-
the gun.
there's building
Yeah,
rooms,
so I'm gonna grapple gun.
yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, he told me it works that way. So
it's an average ranged light check to secure the grappling hook to an object within medium range.
so
Yeah.
what do you want me to roll?
Just roll me your. It's a. Sorry, does it use? Because I don't have the stat. Does it use
Ranged
the
light.
range light? So give me a ranged light check. 1 difficulty. You're trying to shoot a building.
On a success as an action, he may reel in the cord, pulling himself to the object, or if the object is unsecured and lighter than he is, pulling it to him.
So I'm going to a building. I'll pull me towards it.
Yeah.
So I have a success and an advantage.
Spider-Man.
So I'm like,
So
or Batman.
the doors open. Grist is just like, boom, and you hear the like shriek, and then you're like,
Man.
what was that? You see him go like, boom, like his ears get like pulled. He's just
Yeah,
like,
so he goes, and he's flying out the window. I go, I just sighed.
He got
And I
the hang of
reach
that.
up and I close the door and I crawl up into his seat. And I'm just like, all right, now that that's taken care of, we need to go here. And I'm going to try to charm him to take us. Grist is just hanging from the building.
yeah, I'm going to figure out how. I mean, my thing for the next little bit is going to be getting to the ground, figuring out how to unhook it,
Yep.
reel it back in, and then noticing they're not there, running that way.
absolutely.
So I'll say what I'm going to say after I roll, but for my charm, what am I rolling against to this Ithorian?
You're gonna roll. This is a 2 difficulty, but you're gonna add 2 black because 1, he doesn't want to get in trouble with the black, with the banking guild, and 2, he just watched a passenger pretty much jettison himself out. He did that as a threat. He's like, no one's gonna jump out of a moving vehicle. They're gonna pay my bribe, and you're just like, Gris is like, fuck yeah, like boom, and he's like, I don't want to deal with any of this, man.
All right. So it does succeed.
Okay.
So 1 success, 2 threat.
1 success, 2 threat. Perfect.
So I'm going to say, listen, friend, we're kind of desperate. Land us at the spot. And there's an implication there.
Yeah. His, that Ithorian, like, hammerhead eyes, like, looking at you, and you just hear, like, whoa, boy. It's like, okay. It's just like, like, it starts throttling down. I'm just landing on the roof, right? And I'm getting out real fast, right? Like, that's good.
Good enough as long as it's next to our spot.
Yeah, it's like, you can see, like, on your little, like, radar, it's like, ting, ting. It's like, yeah, you're within the red. He's close. You hear, like, land down, you guys. He opens up the door. Do you all hop out onto the roof?
Yeah.
All
We
right.
see like 6 miles away this little blue guy hanging from a skyscraper.
Yeah, he's just like a couple, like, you can see him from a distance. It's hard because there's so many, like,
Right.
hollow lights, like the dancing, like hollow, like, oh, like girls section,
Yeah.
like money,
The
like
neon signs.
yeah, all these neon signs. You guys land, like, essentially he takes his payment, is like whoop, 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 like takes off, and he's like, yeah, don't call my cab.
You guys are fucking loco, man.
You guys are crazy. All right, Grist. So you are hanging from this building. Mm-hmm.
Really got the hang of that thing.
Yeah.
Get out. This podcast is over.
All right. What do you
So
think?
again, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and figure out how to lower myself down, unhook it, reel it back. I'm going to
Yeah.
basically play with it as I'm up there. I'm like,
He-
it
he
didn't
did-
quite exactly work what I was wanting, but
He did tell you how to, like, so
Yep.
essentially you're just like, ka-choo, 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 as
Yep.
it's like a ruler being like let
Ratcheting it
and you're,
down.
like locking it down.
Yep.
You're pretty much on what is essentially the 6th floor as you're like lowering yourself down. It takes time, but you finally get it. People have like looked at you, but most people again are kind of sticking to their stalls. Like you can smell the like cooked fresh food.
oh, I'm coming back here.
Give me, Grist, as you're kind of coming down and you're finally like calmed down now from being pulled out of
The car.
out of a car, of a moving vehicle. Can you give me a discipline check? This is a 2 difficulty.
Okay.
And you can add a blue.
Wow. 2 threats.
2 threats. As you're kind of like sitting there and you're taking a breath and calming down, the sights, the smells, the sand beneath your feet, you're seeing like graffiti against walls, the flashing signs. Your head kind of like gets like a headache, like a quick like pain, like this something about this like struck. There's definitely a memory here, but right now there's more concerns. Your concerns are you have no
party.
friends near you.
Right. Well, my party. Yeah. My crew.
Yeah, you can see the ship kind of like as you kind of like look around. You can see like the taxi you're in, like on
Just
a roof,
landing.
like landing as they're kind of hopping out. It's taking off there.
All right. So I'm going to load the gun into the belt holster and run in that direction.
As you're taking down the streets, you guys kind of look over the edge. You can see the little Squib kind of lowered down, and then he gets lost in the crowd. And periodically, you see him like moving forward, and then like a wave, he kind of like looks like he's getting dragged back, and then it's like puffing forward. What are you guys looking for?
So, do we all have comm links?
Yep, that's what I was just going to say. My
We
comm link
do.
goes on. Hey guys, I'm a little bit far away, and goddamn, this suit is really binding, but I'll be there. I'm coming.
It's chafing.
He did look cute, though.
Didn't he? He looked like a little sailor.
So I've heard that before. I'm not sure what that means.
He looked noble and regal as becoming of the people of Schmalderon.
For you guys, does cute mean menacing? Because I was going for menacing.
So I look at Jimothy, and do you know where he is?
You mean Grist or the other guy? Sorry.
The other guy, Dim or whatever.
Dim sum.
We found where the thing was.
Can
Just
I-
look at where we
Can I look up his most recent ping?
just pinpointed it.
As you're kind of like looking, you're
Well,
like,
he told us it was a general area. So.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, we pinpointed on the computer.
Yep.
Yeah.
As you're all running, as Grist is running, and you guys are looking down, like, where is he? You hear the sound of like shattering glass. As you look across the street, you see Solstin GU Marshal Neum flying out of a window into another window as blaster fire goes across the street from one building to the next.
Is this across the street from the building that we're on?
Yes, you kind of like hear and you look up and you see a Solstin flying through the air, like falling in from like the what would be the 5th floor to the 4th floor.
Does it look like he jumped or
Yeah,
he's thrown?
It looks like he was like he jumped as he like it does, but it didn't look like it was a good jump. Like he's shoulder checking this window and rolling in. You see blaster fire like as 2 heads lean out and are shooting down at him. And that is where we will end.
Oh God.
Oh.
Nice.
Thanks, Dave. Thank you for joining us on another NCRP Productions podcast. We couldn't do this without you, so please like and subscribe everywhere we're found, including YouTube, Facebook, Anchor, Google, Apple, Spotify, and other great podcast sites. If you'd like to help us continue making more content, we'd love to have your support on our Patreon. And if you have any feedback for us, please feel free to comment on our podcasts or email us directly at ncrpproductions@gmail.com. And we'd like to give a special shout out to our current patrons, our Seeks and Employees of the Month, David II, F, S, Michael H, and Michael P. And of course, our Breaker of Seals, Frank H, Christopher C, Matthew K, and The Lab. Trademarked.
Thank you all. We truly, truly appreciate it.